In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 5 cards for 25,000 MT, the top 5 cards for 50,000 MT, and the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. As you guys probably know, with the Season 6 Super Packs dropping, the market has dropped a whole lot, and there's a lot of cards that have become a whole lot cheaper. So just want to get you guys an updated top 5 cards for 25, 50, and 100,000 MT. So first off here, starting off with the top 5 cards for 25k MT, I think the first card, surprisingly, is actually going to be Galaxy Opal AK-47. There's no way this card is actually this cheap. Like, he's only 20 to 25k right now on Xbox, and that is so cheap for a guy like AK-47, who's still a top 5 small forward in the game, or very close to being a top 5 small forward. He's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. We still know he's going to be one of the best, two-way players in the game, with a 97 block, 97 steal, 98 lateral quickness, 98 perimeter, 94 interior defense, tons and tons of good Hall of Fame defensive badges, and they actually made him somewhat good of an offensive card. He does have a solid quick release. He's got the Trey fade, Trey dribble sigs. He's got the Kawhi Leonard defensive stance, so he's going to be a very elite defender. And AK-47, definitely a top 5 card for 25,000 MT. The next card I do want to talk about is going to be the Galaxy Opal Jalen Rose. He's now about 20,000 MT on the auction house, maybe even a little bit cheaper, and that's going to be extremely good value for a 6'8" point guard with a 7-foot wingspan. Jalen Rose is going to give you elite level defense with a 91 steal, 82 block, 92 perimeter, 90 interior defense, and also does have really good defensive tendencies with a 92 on-ball steal, 88 contest shot, 88 block shot. I think the big thing for Jalen Rose really comes down to his release. If you do like his jump shot like I do, I think you'll like him a lot as a budget point guard. He's also got this D Francis size up. He's got the Trey escape, some of the best dribble sigs in the game, and then he's also got the quick drops off one and the front clutches as well. So Jalen Rose, easily a top 5 card for under 25,000 MT. Luol Deng, I think, is also going to be here in the top 5. A great two-way card, very similar to an AK-47, but can play the shooting guard position, and he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. Elite level defensive stats and badges. He's got really good dribble sigs with a D-Mitch size up, the Steph Curry escape, the Dame behind the back, and he does have a capable jump shot and also the Devin Booker fade. Maybe could use a little bit better defensive tendencies, but if you're looking for a tall shooting guard who plays elite level defense for under 25,000 MT, I think Luol Deng is going to be your probably go-to guy, for that shooting guard position. Another amazing card for under 25k though is going to be the Pink Diamond Peter Gudmundsson. The fact that he's only 15,000 MT, I still can't believe how cheap these cards are for how good of a cards they are. Like a 7'2" center, 7'10" wingspan, easily a top 10 center in my team for only 15k, and a guy that can compete against some of the top centers in the game, like Kristaps Porzingis, like Dikembe, Marc Gasol, Brook Lopez. He can still compete and play really good defense against those guys. That's what he's going to bring to the table, is going to be his elite level defense, his size, and then also the fact that he does have a very capable jump shot and can green pretty consistently in the catch and shoot. And then to round off the top 5 cards for under 25,000 MT, the last guy here in the top 5 is definitely going to be the Galaxy Opal Cedric Maxwell, one of the more underrated cards currently in the game, and that's probably mainly due to the fact that he can't play shooting guard, and that's what a lot of people were expecting, because Cedric Maxwell at this time of the year can always play shooting guard and has that shooting guard eligibility. So it's a little bit weird seeing him at small forward and power forward only, but he's still 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, so decent height for that small forward position. But they gave him such an elite level jump shot with the O'Shea base, the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs, quick drops off one, front clutches. I mean, the man just all around a great small forward, especially on the offensive end, and these are going to be my top 5 cards for 25,000 MT. Now going on to the top 5 cards for 50,000 MT, the first card I definitely want to talk about is going to be the Galaxy Opal Thurl Bailey, and it's going to be his hero version for only about 30 to 40,000 MT. He's a 6'11" power forward, small forward with a 7-foot wingspan. The thing I like the most about Thurl Bailey is probably his versatility on defense. He can pretty much guard most positions in the game. I would say easily the 1 through the 4. He can guard all those positions and be a very elite defender, not only with his stats and his badges, but he does get some crazy good defensive animations just in game, very similar to a card like Giannis, mainly due to his player build, and player model, player build, whatever you want to call it. And they also gave him a great jump shot, so he can actually score the ball with the Tobias Harris base, the Cedi Osman upper on very quick timing. He's got pretty good dribble sigs and also that D-Mitch leaner as well, and his stats and his badges are super complete for about 50,000 MT. MT. Next card is going to be the Galaxy Opal Marc Gasol, who you can actually find for about 35 to 40,000 MT. So he's definitely going to be under that 50k MT mark, where before a couple days ago he was about like 55 to 75k, somewhere in that price range. But now he's gone down a ton with these season 6 super packs, and he's going to be such an elite center card, 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan. You guys have probably seen me talk about Marc Gasol a lot. I think he's easily a top 5 center in the game, you know, behind Manute Bol, Yao Ming, Kristaps, and then after that you can make a legit argument between him and Dikembe, between him and Brook Lopez, we'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, I do think Marc Gasol definitely a top 5 card for 50,000 MT, brings good defense to the table, has a great jump shot, and all around one of the better value centers and just one of the better value cards in the game. At the number 3 spot though, or not really ranked in order, but the third card that I do want to talk about is going to be the Galaxy Opal Kyle Kuzma, just because of the offense he does bring to the table. I mean, the man's got such a good jump shot and still one of the best offensive small forwards in the game, being 6'9" with a 7' wingspan. Jump shot going to be the Kyle Kuzma base. The Kyle Kuzma upper on very quick timing is one of the easier jump shots to green in my opinion, while also being fairly fast. And then he does have the Kyle Lowry size up and the tray escape, so really good movement for Kyle Kuzma. And his hero card only goes for about like 40,000 MT, maybe even like 35k. Actually, it might be a little bit cheaper. No, he dropped a lot. Sorry, that was Thurl Bailey. That's like 35, 40k. Kyle Kuzma is like 25 to 30k. He is super cheap on the market right now. And then the next card I do want to talk about is going to be from the playoff set actually, and that's going to be the Dark Matter Kevon Looney, who I'm surprised he's so cheap. Like, he's only about 40,000 MT right now for his Dark Matter version. He's going to be a 6'9" power forward with a 7'3" wingspan, elite level defender, 95 block, 95 steal, 97 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter, 97 interior defense. He can finish around the rim, super athletic card with a 98 strength, 98 vertical, 96 speed, 96 acceleration. And then they also gave him elite level dribble sigs, just like Kyle Kuzma, with the Kyle Lowry size up and the tray escape. And then he also does have a decent jump shot, maybe not the best release in the world, but I still feel like he can knock down threes pretty consistently. And I think Kevon Looney definitely going to be a top 5 card for 50,000 MT. So I actually forgot who's at number 5. Ricky Davis, that's who it was, because I have these kind of like just there, so just in case I forget. So Ricky Davis is going to be the 5th best card for under 50,000 MT. Once again, not really ranked in order. Like, I'm not saying Thurl Bailey's the best and Ricky Davis is the worst, just kind of going on the top 5 cards for 50,000 MT. So Ricky Davis, I kind of forgot about Ricky, but yeah, he's definitely a top 5 card for 50k, just because of the offense he does bring to the table. 6'7" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan. His jump shot still one of my favorite releases in the game, with the Seth Curry base and the Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing, and also has very solid dribble sigs with the T-Max size up and the John Wall escape. So these are going to be my top 5 cards for 50,000 MT. And then going on to the final price range, which is going to be my top 5 cards for 100,000 MT. The first card I do want to talk about might be the best card for under 100k, and that is the Galaxy Opal Brian Scalabrine. I think he's easily a top 5 small forward in the game, probably number 3 or 4 in my opinion. 6'9" at the 3, 6'9" wingspan, pretty much a perfect all-around card. You look at his animations, he's got the Montrezl Harrell base with a Trae Young upper, the exact same jump shot as Jonathan Bender on very quick timing. Then he's got the best dribble sigs in the game, the MJ dribble style, the Steve Francis size up, the tray escape, Dame behind the back. He's got quick drops off one, he's got front clutches, 2 best dunk packages in the game, and then he's also got perfect defensive tendencies with a 98 on ball steal, 98 contest shot, and a 98 block shot. Pretty much perfect stats and badges all around. Scalabrine, easily a top 5 card for 100,000 MT. I think he only goes for about like 65 to 70k. Extremely good value at that small forward position. Another really good card for under 100,000 MT is going to be the Dark Matter Shea. This card's now only like 75 to 85,000 MT, which is really good for a point guard on his level. 6'6" at the 1, 6'11" wingspan. The card's got an elite level jump shot, at least in my opinion, and then he's also got those great dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up and the tray escape. Maybe not the Steve Francis size up or something like that, but I do think the Lowry size up paired up with the tray escape is a really good combo. He's also got the D Mitch leaner, he's got the quick drops off one, he's got the front clutches. All around a great offensive point guard for 100,000 MT. Next card here though though, is going to be the Galaxy Opal Big Z. I mean, this card for under 100k is extremely good value and has great versatility at the small forward and shooting guard position, being 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. I mean, that is just so overpowered. I've said this multiple times about Big Z, that he makes it so you can run so many different lineups in game, having him at the small forward or shooting guard position, which means you can run maybe a little bit smaller power forwards or smaller centers, and kind of he can guard like the 5 and the 4. He's not really going to actually play the shooting guard or small forward position in game. He'll be playing more of the power forward and center spot in game, but just because of his size and the mismatch he does bring, I think he's definitely got to be a top 5 card for 100,000 MT. But then the next card is going to be another big man. You know, Big Z is basically a big, but yeah, Dark Matter Brook Lopez. I think this card is such good value for only about 80,000 MT right now in the auction house, maybe 85 to 90k for his Dark Matter version. 7'1" at the 5, 7'5" wingspan. He gives you great defense, great size, you know, 97 block, 94 steal, 96 perimeter, or 96 interior defense, 90 perimeter. And then I do really like his jump shot with that Bielitsa base. I think it's a super easy jump shot to green, also fairly fast. And then the last card to round off the top 5 cards for 100,000 MT, in my opinion, is going to be the Hero Turkoglu, who's a great 6'10" point guard. Why do you not go... Wait, what the hell? What the hell's going on with 2KDB? There we go. Took a couple seconds to load in. But yeah, Hero Turkoglu, I think, is going to be the 5th best card for under 100,000 MT. A 6'10" point guard, 6'11" wingspan, and does have an elite level jump shot. You know, John Stockton base, Trae Young upper, on very quick timing, super fast, and very easy to get off and contest. And then also does have the Kyle Lowry size up and that Curry escape. So if you do like the Curry escape, Hero Turkoglu does move at a very high level. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my top 5 cards for 25,000 MT. My top 5 cards for 50k, and then my top 5 cards for 100,000 MT. Let me know in the comment section down below what do you guys think about my top 5s and what you guys would change about it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.